Good morning, how are we all going? This is Ben from Backyard Shenanigans. There's been a bit of shenanigans going on here lately. I'll show you what's been happening. Had a few little alterations in regards to the housing of the chicks and Speckles and all that. It's got a bit too much for us. She's just been keeping on jumping the fence, so we've had to change things up a little bit. So this was their little house they were all in the it's now as it was intended, the guinea pig cage. That was out the back of the yard there. So now the guinea pigs are in here. This was all thanks to Leah. She said, "No, let's change it up. Let's do it how it was supposed to be." So now, yeah, little guinea pigs are in here doing their thing. And then in their pen, which is over here, the mama is in here, Pluto. She's the one that's become pregnant. She's in there somewhere. There she is. She's going to have some babies, we reckon, in maybe a month or two's time. So she's in there. And then back over here in the big yard with all the rest of the chooks. Now this is where all the baby chicks are, in the big yard here. So we've done some alterations as well. We've put this shade netting up, because it's been really hot lately, so put this shade netting here up. G'day girls, you stay here, you little buggers. So they've had to sort of try to all get along. And then over here we've had this refrigeration panels. So I put them, just leaned them up against the fence. Bit of a bloody slap bang job, but it does the job. So that now the idea was that they could, in the heat of the day, in the afternoon, they could duck in under here and then get a bit of shelter, and also it gives them a bit of protection from any predator birds or stuff that might be trying to attack them, as well as this shade netting here, so they can sort of get underneath stuff to get away from any predators. Hey little mate, this one here is our little favourite, this girl. She's going to be a ripper, that chook. Yeah, they're very hungry, and these girls have been pretty what's the word, accommodating of them all. Brownie here likes to have a crack at them every now and again, but all in all we haven't lost one yet, which is really good. They've been in here for 2 or 3 days, and yeah, it just started to really do our head in a little bit, because they kept getting out. They still are getting out, but to less of an extent. So now they're all one big happy family. So yeah, we got the bit of paneling, bit of shade cloth. And then as per their sleeping bloody arrangements, I did put in, Pluto was in here, the mama guinea pig. She was in this dog crate. So then I put their little brood box in here, their little, cardboard box with hay in it, and their feeder and their water. But of course, Speckles being Speckles, she's decided, no, I'm not having any of that. Probably a good idea. And now she's been roosting in there on the where they girls lay their eggs. So yeah, it sort of worked out good. I lowered the feeder down too, so as you can see, the little chicks can get in here and have a feed. Looks like they're spending most of the time just flicking all the seed out on the ground, which is a bugger. And then the water feeder over there, it's down nice and low. Oh, good timing. So yeah, the chicks can get a little drink out of that. They're not on the pullet feed anymore. They're just on the regular, whatever these girls, layer mash food, which, as you see, it's all pretty tiny, broken up grit. See, it's like they must grind it up a little bit in the mill. So yeah, that's the situation. Speckles was bloody doing some acrobats. I'll show you. They were out the back here. I'll show you. Yeah, so we had last time you saw, we had the chicks out over here underneath the mandarin tree here. So then we chucked them over this way, and then of course they were in here. You can still sort of see the pen still all set up here. And then yeah, Speckles was starting to decide to roost up on top of this garden trellis that I've got going on here. And I don't know how, like, chicks are only, what, 10 centimetres tall? They were somehow jumping all the way up here, which is shoulder height, almost head height for where I am. So I wish I'd taken a photo, but yeah, then they were just spending the whole day out here in the garden, just scratching around underneath the mandy tree and that. I didn't mind too much, but I did have some plants in here, so they just rip in and just dig everything up. So yeah, that was really getting irritating. And yeah, so I like to have more contained into one spot, as anyone that wants to keep their garden the same way. Like even in here, sort of done me a favour, but they sort of dig everything out. Everything gets kicked out everywhere, whatever which way they want to go with it. So yeah, they're all back in here. I think them refrigeration panels, I know it looks a bit bloody rough and ready, but that'll do. It'll keep them cool anyway, because there's no shade in here anymore, because there used to be a big mandarin tree here until that gum tree come down. Which reminds me, I've got to fix this last little bit up where the gum tree come down there, and it smashed down through here. As you can see, there's still you can still see the ruts in the lawn. So this last little bit, I chipped a bit of it away. I want to try to sort of maybe tie in some bolts in there and then just concrete a new edge on it. And then we're going to get in here and paint this pool edge here with a bit of like maybe sandstone looking colour paint. Looks like a bit of what it was. Hey, you happy in there, little ones? You good, Mum Specs? Hey, girl. You make sure them pythons don't eat your hay chicks. Didn't take them long to get out. This is what I got to deal with. Somehow, they're like little Houdinis, these little birds. Come here, come and get some food. And what I try to do is lure them in with a bit of tucker. But they're smart, eh? They stay out of hand's reach. Come on, come here. You can't be out here, girls. You got it. These chooks are getting a bit toey over here, but it's just, they're just going to have to get used to this sort of new living arrangements. Any new chooks. Look, they're having a go at that little one here. Hey! Hey! Brownie! Hey! Get out of that. Get out of it. Yeah, so, yeah. Bit of a bloody change up of situation, a little bit more peaceful for me and Leah, just a little bit more bloody under control for the chicks. They start to get out of hand after a while. It really tests the nerves, so to speak. So yep, they're all back in the big pen here now. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one, and yeah, keep a little few updates going along, see what happens with Pluto and her pregnancy. Looks like a bit of a side action going on there with her, sort of. That was a bit of a surprise for us. So yeah, alright, cheers, have a good day, bye.